celebrate the rise of others and plotting their downfall could sink you instead. Wherever you are watching us from, welcome to LTS episode number 13, and we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, and also comment, and if you can, share your feedback. Now, have you ever experienced a sudden change of attitude, conduct, treatment, or even association from people who are very close to you? It could be fellow colleagues or associates, or even members of a family. After you rise from one level to the other, now it could be a promotion, it could be a salary increment, it could be a change of job, it could be relocation to a new home, or when you just are newlyweds. The list could go on and on and on. Now, while I was working as a talent and development specialist in a certain property for 3 years, my contribution to the development of the associates was beyond reproach. Now, at that time, I passionately managed the colleague development framework from the onboarding process to career development pathways. It was always a joy and a fulfillment when I saw a difference in any form of growth when I contributed to the influence of a colleague from time to time. The impact of different initiatives that I implemented in the property had a positive impact on business within 6 months. Now, within 3 years, I experienced a change in reporting line when my manager resigned. That means I got a new manager who became the head of the department. Now, at one time, the general manager called me and we had a candid conversation, and in between the chat, he asked me what was my thoughts towards transitioning from learning and development to human resources. Although I was passionate and still am very passionate about talent development, I did not see what the GM had seen in me that time. Now, he told me to think about it very, very deeply and to jump out of my comfort zone and start thinking towards the direction of human resources. Now, I continued developing myself, and a year later, there was an opening for a role in human resource. I got an opportunity to double up in human resources, and I continued to manage the talent and development. That means I had to juggle 2 watermelons at the same time. It was this promotion that I learned that greater responsibilities come with its fair share of drama. Now, suddenly, I lost favor with quite a number of associates for reasons I could not narrow down to. Now, my movement was not a sweet song to the ears of others. While there were a select few people who celebrated my growth, it was the beginning of establishing a path that would redefine, define, and also mold my character and build me. Now, this is my story after my promotion. Now, the new immediate manager, let's call him Ben, not his real name though, whom I was reporting to, opened up a scheme and a plot to make sure that I fall and I fail in my assigned role and task. Select colleagues in the department were poisoned and became very cold and unsupportive, something that was not there before. Now, Ben started overloading me with extra tasks that were not urgent and neither were they important. And his role became that one of only a signatory to daily documents that required approvals. Now, it took to the worst when Ben withdrew part of my benefit without any justifiable reasons or even a notice, simply just to frustrate and either see me give up as a result of the promotion. Now, when Mr. Ben went for the vacation, I held on the department, and although the damage was now very evident, since select members within the department were informing Mr. Ben of all the happenings, I became a lone ranger. I had been pushed to the wall, and I even started doubting whether I had made the right decision of taking two job roles in the name of new challenges. In fact, I had penned down my resignation, and that resignation was with me in the pocket, just waiting for the return of Mr. Ben from his vacation so that I would resign honorably, other than face the frustration as a result of the promotion. Finally, Mr. Ben came back from his short leave. Now, trust me, the environment in the office was so tense and not healthy at all. All this was because Ben was not in favor of my internal movement. He was hell-bent to make sure that he frustrates me and sees me out. Now, when all attempts yielded no fruit, after 6 months in the assumed role, Ben called me to his office one day and he told me he has a friend who was willing to offer me a job in a certain company elsewhere, and that he would be very much willing to support me make a move and go to that company. I declined such offers because I knew his intentions were not genuine and they were not right. I advised him not to extend such favors to me again. Ben, the manager, later on called me after 3 weeks of silence in the office, and he confirmed to me that I will not get the entitlement as per my approved role. Now, he mentioned that I had to wait for 1 more year to be eligible for such entitlement. Now, all these were the last kick of a dying horse. Now, honestly speaking, at that moment, I had almost given up, and I approached the general manager so that I can request him to relinquish me of 1 role so that I could retain my previous role of talent development. I do not understand why anyone and what anyone gains in pursuit of plotting the downfall of a fellow colleague when they succeed or make any progress in different facets of life. I hold the view that it is profitable to celebrate the success of others and supporting their growth, and not be party to plotting their downfall of them that rise around you. Now, let me share with you just 5 reasons why you need to celebrate the success of others. The first one, we need each other to succeed. Now, our teammates' success can propel our success, and so we must stand atop the medal and stand with them. The second one, when you celebrate the success of others, it motivates you to strive for your own personal success. Now, watching someone else give in all that they have and all that they can to succeed and exceed in their goals, it's so energizing and also very inspiring. Number 3, when you celebrate the success of others, you care about the person and you want to maintain your bond with them. When we love and care about someone, It's very evident that we want to see them succeed. Now, we never want to see them fail or fall short of their goals. So, when we truly care about someone who is around us, we want to maintain that positive relation with them, and it is usually a sign and a signal that we have their best interest at heart. The strength of our relationship should surpass any tinge of jealousy or concern we may feel at the outset. Now, we should find at all times something good within ourselves that is naturally rooting for them, cheering them on, and even using them to motivate us to strive and work harder, even for our own goals. Number four, it can open doors for you through networking and referrals. Remember, a big part of gaining success is tied to networking and making connections with those people who are around you and maybe key people in the organization. This is something that will support you or also help you to be able to seek and achieve your goals. This means we need to meet individuals and build relationship with each other so that we can be able to help along our journey towards success. And the last one, as we sing the praises of others and as we look at the person's success, it is most likely it will ensure that they do not look down on us as a threat and more likely to refer to us to others for the support that we give them. So when we celebrate the success of others, we are fostering that positive attitude and strengthening our own resolve to reach that pinnacle that we desire. Now, Ben, my reporting manager, one Tuesday morning, he walked into the office very, very gloomy and very, very angry and bitter, and he slammed the door behind him. And after about half an hour, he opened up and he left, having been dismissed with immediate effect without saying a word to anybody. What happened? I don't know. Don't ask me. He was just shown the door. Now, be careful, because the very pit he was pushing me into was the very same pit that he had dug for himself. Don't be a hater. Learn to celebrate the success of others. And when you can be genuinely happy for someone else's success and maybe even feel inspired by it, at that moment, then you'll be able to know that you have reached an important milestone towards your career development. And this is the simple truth of the week. Be the strongest version of you and not a weaker version of someone else. If you master generating genuine happiness for other people, you'll stop being envious, which can sabotage your own success, and you'll free yourself of those negative emotions that only serve to create a self-doubt. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Stuff episode number 13. If you have any experience that you want to share with us, please drop me a line on the handles that are running down on your screen. And again, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Let's Talk Stuff, SN Njenga. And so, as we say it from LTS, that means Let's Talk Stuff. Remember, the most highly valued asset of any successful company is the staff. So the next time a staff is promoted or there is a promotion, instead of being jealous or sabotaging the person who's making success, See you next week on episode number 14.